Hello everyone, I'm RecV5.
And I am Sandman99.
And welcome back to Hot Shots Golf 4.
Yes.
And today we are going to be doing a versus mode. And I actually have a couple of requests here. So one of the requests is that I'm going to use Chaos to beat Kamala. That'd be hard mode Kamala. So this should be kind of challenging actually. And then the next one is I'm not going to play on Blue Lagoon because apparently I've been playing on Blue Lagoon like crazy. I just really like Blue Lagoon. I can't help it. I didn't even realize I'd picked it so much, but apparently I have been, so we're going to play on another course.
Up for a challenge, Joe?
Well, I guess picking the course won't be a problem because we can't change the course with her.
No, you have to play Bagpipe Classic.
Yeah, you have to play Bagpipe Classic, so really it's no problem that we're going to be playing a different course. But anyways, I'm going to play Chaos here, and I'm going to do it with the straight ball.
Do your job and shut your mouth.
And of course we're going to do random caddy.
Yay!
And we got another one of the new caddies.
That one looks like a little kid.
Yep. She's a little kid who carries our golf bag around, because apparently little kids do that.
The golf bag's bigger than she is.
Yep. The golf bag's bigger than she is.
You're on fire today.
It's dangerous to hit a fade there, but I wanted to hit a fade because I wanted the ball to roll against this slope. I actually might have been better off hitting a super side spin fade there because I would have been able to spin the ball further around. But I chose the straight ball so that I can spin the ball both ways. Because I think that that will work to my advantage, because Chaos really isn't all that good. Otherwise, he doesn't have good control, he doesn't have good spin, he doesn't have a high shot trajectory. He doesn't have a lot of things going for him except he hits the ball really far.
Your children will be criminals.
Your children will be criminals?
Yep, your children will be criminal, because she's a fortune teller, right?
Oh, yeah.
So whenever something bad happens to her, your children will be criminals.
Uh-huh.
She's cursing your kids. Like any good, responsible person in her profession would do, right?
Yeah, of course.
Ah, that's overhit.
All thanks to me.
Oh, that's really going far. That ball slope I had was really severe. Oh well.
You're in the hot You're on fire today. Okay. You're the bird, I'm the nest.
Did I make it? Yep.
You have a hairy nose.
So we're already one up, I think.
Yep, one up.
Looks like you're stuck with me.
I think the rules of this don't include rough +2, so
Yeah, you can hit it into the rough if you want.
if I want. Assuming I could hit it around these trees. Alright, the big thing is hitting it around these trees. I'm not exactly sure how you do that on this mirrored course either. It just looks so different. I don't know. And I'd like to hit it out there, but you see those shrubs?
Yeah.
Get stuck in those shrubs and you're not going anywhere. Guess we could always play it over here. But then we've got that wind to contend with. But we would be reasonably close, and Chaos is pretty good out of the rough, if we can manage it. So maybe we'll try.
be dangerous.
A little bit further, but you know what? We're gonna have a super huge impact zone and probably be able to hit a pretty decent club out of that. So our chances of making it as green in 2 are probably pretty good.
Be lost in the mountain.
Oh,
What's
she hit
she
the tree.
doing?
She's gonna roll down here onto the fairway. Because she hit that tree, she's gonna slow down a whole bunch.
Yeah.
She just overhit that like crazy.
Aw, thanks,
Be
Steve.
lost on the mountain.
Bad play, nutty.
She's bad at the bunkers too, so she's gonna struggle on that shot, I think. Ah, fuck. We're fucked. I just hit that tree. No, I got over the tree, but
You missed the tree.
I missed the green too.
It's putting time.
The spirits
I'll take
do
it.
that one.
Well, she just made things worse for herself now, I think.
Yep. But I knew she'd struggle with that.
I want to build a castle. Okay. That's okay.
Birds are a sign of freedom.
I have a parakeet. Keep it up.
Your life as you know it is over!
Well, we're 2 up now.
Yeah, you know where Kamala's standing there. That's in real life a really bad idea to stand there, right? Have you ever been hit by a golf club?
No, but
I
you
have, and it
You
hurts.
have.
It hurts. Because I picked the wrong place to stand one morning, very early in the morning, and my buddy didn't look before he teed his ball up, and I turned my head to talk to him because I didn't know he was taking a shot, and he hit me in the eye with the face of his driver on the follow-through.
God. Did you break a bone from that?
No, but because I got a really thick skull, right? But I did have to go into town and get 6 stitches through my left eyebrow,
Oh my god.
and you know, I get bled a lot because cuts in that area do tend to bleed quite a bit. And so I went into town. We got 6 stitches through my eyebrow, and then we went back out and played 18 holes of golf. And that was wow.
It's time
That
for
was a
tips
rough
and
round. It was pretty tough to play with a pounding headache, and I also had a severe hangover, which is the reason why I probably got myself into that situation to begin with.
Jeez.
And
See, all good ideas start with alcohol involved.
yeah, that's right. And also, by the time we got back out to the golf course, my left eye had completely swollen shut.
Oh, fuck.
So I was trying to play golf with only one eye, right?
As one does.
Yeah.
Boy, the golf course staff must have,
Well, they were freaking out. They like I was literally, when he hit me with the club, the first thing I did, I put my hand over my eye, and then I kind of spread my fingers apart, and I went, "Oh, good, I can still see out of it, right?" Like,
oh man. Oh fuck. Yeah, well I guess that is the good news, huh?
yeah.
As long as that still works, who gives a shit about the
Well,
rest?
yeah, because you know, like you could get a detached retina, or maybe even burst your eyeball or something if you get hit like that. Right?
Yeah, really.
On fire today.
But I guess I was lucky.
I just hit that tree.
He got me on the brow ridge.
Should have hit a fade.
Pickles can be dangerous.
See, I played the draw there because it's risky to play a fade against such a narrow target.
Well,
We will be lost on a mountain.
You're gonna see why.
she did the same thing. She just put her ball in the same sand trap. So.
Yeah, well, that's why it's risky, but I didn't have enough draw to curve it around the tree. So I ended up screwed anyways. I guess she's screwed, she's just screwed a different way.
Did you use a shovel?
Well, you managed to get yours out, and you actually made a pretty good shot there too.
Yeah, you gotta hit those really hard though. I mean, if I'd gotten bad power percentage, I wouldn't have got up the hill.
Yeah.
She's not gonna get up the hill. Goodbye. Oh, she got lucky. She got like near perfect power.
Yeah.
I'm a zombie.
Birds are a sign of freedom.
That's okay.
The beginning of your doom! Yeah.
Have you seen my chicken?
Her chicken? Her chicken's gone. Apparently.
Wow, really shortening that up.
Well, yeah, because I want to land on this hill.
You're scared of that slope, eh?
No, I'm scared of that wind. We'll try this. We'll see if I should have hit the 3 iron.
Come on,
We're on
Captain.
fire today.
No, I think we're good. And we'll hit another 5 wood. We'll just go 5 wood, 5 wood. See, I guess this is the good thing about Chaos, is he has a bigger impact zone than most of the characters I'm used to using.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what you
Ooh.
get out of Chaos. You get a big impact zone.
Yeah, that was a narrow escape. She almost put that ball in the bunker, too.
Yeah, but that's actually turns out to be a better shot than the one I made. I made a one assuming that things could go wrong, and she just kind of made a shot because she didn't care what happened. Right?
Yummy
We're on
hamburger.
fire today.
Such a narrow target. I was hoping the wind would affect me more, but that low shot trajectory, right?
Yep.
Still, though, I guess I'm looking at the pin.
Good one,
We will be
Captain.
lost on a mountain.
Nope, she hit the front edge of the green.
Yeah, well, that's why you've really got to get your super backspin in, right?
Yep.
Come on.
Oh.
I'm sure glad she didn't make that.
Yeah, she tried to steal one from you, but didn't quite make it.
Wow.
Ah, too hard.
Okay.
Oh well. Maybe I should have just putted it from there, to be honest. But sometimes you can get little bumps in the fringe and stuff that can make your putt go off.
Yeah. Well, Kamala elected to chip as well from there, so
Another day, another
Birds are a sign of freedom.
Chipping is pretty
It's the
good
club.
if you have a relatively straight, no break type of green, and you can topspin the crap out of it. Or in the situation that I hit that in, I actually probably should have hit like a... aimed close to the pin and tried to hit a super backspin shot with a 7-iron. That probably also would have done it, because then I can minimize the slope of the green and try to carry the ball to the hole and just try to get it to bounce in. There are different things you can do in those kinds of situations to try to make it better. Yeah, I'm not happy with that.
Good one, Captain. Are you trying to ditch me? I like your style.
I was gonna roll a lot.
Yep. Terrible shot.
Well, the thing is, though, when you get those bounces at the front of the green, you never know what they're gonna end up like, right?
Yep.
You're in the putt
You'll be
palace.
lost on a mountain.
You're the bird on the nest. You have a hairy
I'm going to
nose.
marry a farmer.
What sound does a bird make? Keep it up.
A birdie for the steak!
Kamala doesn't lose.
Well, we got 3 holes to go and I'm 2 up.
Yep.
See, I can play this really far over to the right here and play a fade. This is part of the advantage of having the straight ball.
Good one,
You're on
Captain.
fire today.
And that'll give me lots of room to work around this tree. I don't know where that's gonna go. Somewhere bad. I don't know where that is.
Your children will be criminals.
Oh, it's in the shadow of those trees. But now we know what that looks like.
Yep.
Yummy hamburger.
That came out really low. That's not gonna be... Holy shit, it actually rolled over that hill.
Look
Yep.
both ways.
Gonna try to hit a high fade here. I think.
Good one, Captain.
You're on fire
Are you
today.
trying to ditch me? I like your style.
Ooh, that took a weird off.
It's putting time.
Oh, that's okay.
I have a pack.
Probably because I hit with the green slope,
Yeah.
even though I was trying, because I was trying to thread between those trees. That's why I hit the fade.
Well, I have to say, it looks to me like Kamala here is the best putter of the AI players that we've seen in a while.
Yeah, well, she is a higher ranked golfer, right?
He seems to be able to hit
I
those
just missed this putt.
long
No, I didn't.
putts, though.
Keep it up.
A birdie for the steak!
Ah.
Have you seen my chicken?
You know, I've been hitting the back of the head really hard before.
It's
Yeah.
all a part of the plan.
I
wait.
just, every time that rock lands on his head, I just remember what that feels like. It is not fun to get hit in the back of the head. Ah, that's gonna be in the rough. Oh no, he pushed it, so we'll be good. We're okay. Our shitty control rating saved us.
Yeah, you just missed that bunker, though.
Now, that's why I aim at the left edge of this fairway. But I wanted the wind to blow me over anyways. So the push kind of took over for that.
Aw, thanks to
You'll be
me.
lost on a mountain.
Bunker. Nope. But you might notice too, I didn't hit a power shot here, and that's because it's easy to overrun this fairway.
Yeah. Yeah, you almost did anyway.
Ooh, she almost got stuck in those bushes. That'd have been bad. But we can hit a, you know, shortish iron here. If you consider a 5-iron to be a short iron.
That's kind of like a mid-iron, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Whatever. I want to hit a high draw here, because we're going to hit a draw into the against the slope on this green and fight the break. That's going to be the idea.
Good one, Captain. Are you
It also gives us
trying to
more
ditch me?
room
I like
to
your
land on the front of the
style.
green, too.
It's putting time.
The spirits gave you that one.
If we'd have got super backspin, we probably would have got more yardage, because we wouldn't have had to roll up much green, or as much green.
You're in the putt
It's
palace.
time for a gypsy dance.
Come on, bunny rabbit.
Oh, I overhit this. We just missed this putt.
These can be dangerous.
You're the bird on the nest.
That's okay, because you only need a birdie to win the match here anyway.
Who wants a trophy?
There we go.
Keep it up.
See you in your nightmare!
Kamala is sad.
See, there's a lot of birdies in that round, though. That's how it's going to start to go.
Yeah.
We might even be getting forced into playing sudden death with these guys soon.
Give me a croissant!
But now we need to play another tournament. Actually, kind of... One of the things we needed to do was play a tournament on Bagpipe Classic to get those back tees unlocked.
Ooh.
Because we still don't got those. But, unfortunately, I don't want to put people through the same course twice, so... Instead, we're going to play Wild Green CC, because we haven't done that one yet.
Okay.
And that one's pretty hard, actually. It's a pretty hard course.
So you're gonna go to your go-to, or what?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about it. I was practicing on this course with Chaos earlier, though, so, you know. It's hard to say what I should do. I think I'll just go to my go-to. We'll do T-Bone, do our Infinity Big Air thing. We'll just stick with what we know.
You best pick me.
And if we keep working on T-Bone here anyways, then we can, maybe get his favoritism maxed. I'm totally using Bertha for this.
I'm gonna cook
I
you
want
with oil.
Bertha. With Bertha, we needs to be in more episodes.
Yeah.
So this course is, pretty difficult. You need to be really precise on some of the tee shots in this course. Not like this course is intimidating or anything. It's not like that, but, you know... You just want to be cautious in how you approach this course. Fairway slopes left to right here, so I'm hoping that I will roll and stay not behind that tree. Right, so now I've got the opportunity to approach this green without worrying about that tree. And I can hit it really high so I can get over that bunker. But I'm going to take a little bit off it because that wind is blowing slightly forward.
It's gonna hit that pin. Unstoppable.
Oh, we almost hit the flag.
That's the spot, honey.
Ball might have dropped in the hole if I'd have done that. Now the greens in this course tend to be kind of fast in the way that they play, so you got to be cautious about that.
Store now.
You heard me?
But I really like this course. This course has a lot of interesting holes and pin layouts and everything else. Okay, where are we looking at? We're looking at a wind like that, huh? That green slopes right to left, so it's probably better to be on the right side of the pin than the left side of the pin.
Yeah.
And I probably want to take a little bit off this one, even though I'm hitting a club less. We'd like to hit a high draw, because there's more green to work with on the right, and there's a bunker on that side, right? So it's probably better if I even underplay the wind here slightly, just to give myself a little more room. I didn't quite get a draw, I hit it straight. 80, 90... We made it.
Oop, you might have rolled off the back.
A little bit, but we're good. See, this is one of those things, though, where there's bumps on the fringe.
Mm-hmm.
See how that looks? So instead, we're just going to try to angle it in. A very, I overplayed it. See, it was flat past that, right?
Yep, that was pretty close.
I might have been better off just aiming straight at the pin there. I would have chipped in.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that guy probably got like a hole-in-one to get to -1, so, you know. You can cut this corner, you can do well on this hole, but cutting this corner is hard. I'm gonna try, though. We'll see if I hit the tree or not. High draw. Hope for a high draw. Nope, we didn't get it. But we didn't hit the tree either. We ended up getting a push. A high push. Which I guess is about as good as a high draw in this situation. Same shot result. Now this is a very scary, scary green to approach. See that?
Yep.
So what I like to do is I like to just aim towards the middle of the green and just kind of try to hit it hard, and if I roll into the back bunker, I roll into the back bunker. I don't really care. It's better than the alternative, which is hitting your ball in the water, which I've done before. A lot.
I'll cook you sausages. Don't overshoot it. You're the man. Have you ever had an eagle? That's
That's a very strong break and a very downhill putt. But we made it.
Yep, made the eagle.
Yeah, the high shot trajectory really helps with a shot like that too. If you have a low shot trajectory, you're basically forced to aim to the high side of the green on the far right and just hit it as hard as you can. And just try to roll it off the back. And maybe you get lucky and you stick, and maybe you don't. It's tricky here because there's this mound in the fairway. So if we don't play far enough to the left, then that wind will carry us to this mound, which will roll us into the rough. But if we play too far to the left, we don't have a shot shape that can play us around this giant mountain obstacle. So you've got to be careful. We might be stuck behind the mountain obstacle this time, unless we hit this sand trap. Yeah, we're stuck behind the mountain obstacle. Ish. I'll play that wind as much as I can. Play an 8-iron here. We'll see what I can do.
Keep rolling, baby. Sugar down in the middle.
Well, that's not bad.
Don't be scared, Sugar. A little left, Sugar.
That's a little too hard. We just missed this putt. I know, we make a fantastic shot to get there, and then we miss. Always sucks when that happens. But that's how it goes sometimes. See, some of these holes, like this one, I used to play super cautiously. Because this tee shot can be rather intimidating, because you don't want to end up stuck behind those trees, but you gotta realize too, you're downhill from the tee. So you probably can put it past those trees, just because of the boost that you'll get from hitting it. But I'm not sure if I'll hit this with, I think I'll hit this with just regular backspin. And we'll just kind of see how that goes. I just want it to be high, but I still want to get roll. Might be too high, though. That wind is stronger than I thought it would be.
No, it turned out just fine.
And so you can get past these trees, and then you can make a sand wedge shot here. Not my favorite kind of shot, but...
Serve.
Unstoppable. Will you buy me a big car?
Nice thing about a sandwich, though, is you don't have to hit backspin on it, right? Because it pretty much stops when you hit it, right?
Yeah.
Especially into an uphill sloping green like this. And so that's the kind of thing you gotta look at when you're making these approach shots on these trickier greens, because this is a trickier course. Okay, so here, the green is raised, right? This is also very tough for us because we have a tailwind. Crosswind is one thing, we can deal with crosswind, but having that tailwind is bad because it means we're probably going to carry into that bunker. Or at least it means we're more likely to carry into that bunker. Green slopes left to right, which means we want to give ourselves a little bit more extra space there, but it's not a severe slope. So we got to be careful. If we hit a fade here, the more we fade the ball, the more we're going into the high side of the green. So ideally we'd hit a high draw here. But if we hit a fade here, we'll be able to roll with the slope of the green and maybe get the ball closer to the hole. I'm going to try to take a little bit off this even though we're going uphill because of the tailwind. Still hit it too hard. At least we didn't go in the bunker.
Yeah, you managed to draw it back a little.
Get on in. Whoa, Nelly.
There we go.
Ooh.
See, you can just kind of bounce it into the
Whoa, Nelly.
hole sometimes.
I just love birdies.
In those situations, you're better off doing that, like I was talking about earlier. So, I normally like to play over here, and if I have a character who can hit a draw, you aim at this left edge of this bunker, and you play a draw, and you just try to draw it over here, because then you can hit another draw. Unfortunately, we hit a fade, which means we have to take the high route. And the high route is loaded with all kinds of out of bounds and other bullshit. Which isn't good for us. It's actually harder to play this hole like this. But maybe we could play it like a draw with that wind. Because that is a strong wind. So maybe we aim for the edge of this bunker here. We aim for the far point of it. And we try to hit a super backspin high fade. Sorry, high draw. The only problem is, well, yeah, you know what? Because the wind is blowing right to left, we can make the same kind of shot by aiming at the right edge of the green on our second shot. So we'll try both. Blow me over, wind. But maybe not that much. That's gonna be in the rough. Oh no, it's not. It's gonna be fine. And it's because the fairway over here is wider, so it's easier to hit. But
Well,
damn, that
it
is...
looks as though you ended up about where you were planning anyway.
Yeah, but it's such a strong wind, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know how much I should aim this over. A lot. Probably a lot. Is that enough? I don't know. I'm gonna try to hit super backspin into this anyways. Yeah, I needed to aim over a little more.
That's the spot, though.
Oh well. We got an uphill putt for birdie here.
A little right, sugar.
Miss. Nope. We got lucky.
Just know things.
But yeah, I don't like playing onto that high section of the fairway. That is a nightmare. Now this hole is kind of a nightmare, actually. So the safe way around this stupid pitchfork is to play a fade and just kind of aim it over here.
Well,
The problem is...
So this is a par 4, but there must be like a huge dog leg or something.
That's right. See?
Yeah, okay.
Like a big question mark.
Yeah. So to keep players from playing straight across, they put this huge obstacle into play, right?
That's right. But I think we're going to play straight across anyways. Or we're going to try to. It's 14 yards uphill and we're hitting a driver, so we need to get a lot of distance on this. And this is an insane shot. If I miss-hit this, we're fucked. But we're basically going to hit this green and just die in the slope.
Put this one in for my grandchild. That's some soft beef.
Well, that's an ugly looking green.
Yep. .56 feet downhill. That is very downhill.
Yep. I think that was an impossible putt.
No, it's not an impossible putt,
Don't be
but it's a
scared,
very,
sugar.
very difficult putt. You see, about if I'm aiming at 35 feet, which is the very last black notch before the 40-foot marker there, about a foot off of that is just the black notch right above 50% power. And then about a foot off of that is going to be the black notch on the bottom there at the power meter, just below, say, where 25%, around where 25% power is. And then a foot and a half is going to be a little bit below that. So that's how you make that calculation. It's all a rule of thumb, right? You could do the math calculator or something and get like the exact power percentage you're supposed to hit, but that's how I figured out how hard I needed to hit that. It's just rule of thumb. Because I don't know what 2.5 feet downhill on a power meter is, but I know how much 1 foot is, and I know how much 1 foot is again, and then I know how much 0.5 feet is. So you just add those together in order to figure out how hard you should hit that. I'd like to hit this really hard with high draw. And I want that wind to carry me slightly over into the lighter color fairway stripe. Unfortunately, we pulled it, so it's going to go straight. And we're going to be in the dark fairway stripe, which means we might be at risk of not being able to hit it around those trees. We'll see.
You a special child.
I like to play to the far side because I don't like to be anywhere near those obstacles, right? Now we've got a left to right wind, but we've also got this 5-degree forward slope on our ball, which means that wind isn't going to affect us as much, but it also means that we're going to get more roll and less carry. And this green is actually raised in the front. Quite a bit. If you hit the front of the green at all, you're just dead. Also, the green slopes right to left, so it's okay if we end up to the right side of the pin. This is also downhill, which means the wind is going to affect us more. So it kind of balances out the slope of our ball with the slope of the wind. But still, though, I think it's better to be on the right side of the pin here than the left. Ooh, but I shanked that. So we'll definitely be on the right side of the pin there. 60, 70, 80. Well, we made the green. This is a more makeable putt than being on the left, though, I think.
Put this one in for my grandchild. Sunny side up. A little right, sugar. Run, baby, run.
Oh, barely.
Don't be scared, sugar. I just love birdies.
You heard me?
Well, you know, these things happen. You can't play a perfect round. Now this is probably, I would say, personally, I think this is the hardest hole in the course. I don't know if they mark it as the hardest hole in the course. I don't even think they mark it. They don't show that in this game. But I think this is the hardest hole in the course. Because you need to make a perfect tee shot here. And if you go too far to the right, look at the slope of this fairway. If I can get close enough to it. From this bunker, see the slope of this fairway? It's left to right. And what's on the right side of everything? Right there, at that neck in the fairway. It's all out of bounds on the right. And then trees on the left. And then there's bunkers everywhere, too. So you're kind of screwed everywhere. And then the ball also rolls downhill. That's another thing. I don't know. This is a very hard tee shot. It's always been a very hard tee shot. I would actually say it's probably better to roll through the bunkers if you can hit it low enough so that you don't land in one of the bunkers and get plugged. But I'm just going to try to hit a high fade here and hope for the best. So I know that wind is going to blow me over a bit. Hit the bunker. Nope, not quite.
Well, you more or less put it where you were trying to.
Yeah, well, hitting these fairways is this is a very hard fairway to hit, I think. Well, we've got a strong slope on our ball, but we have a high shot trajectory, and there is a wind, and we are downhill. I'm not sure how much the wind will affect us. It's better to be on the left of the pin than the right. We're not going to hit super backspin here. We are going to try to play a super fade, though, to get around that tree. We can't really attack the pin directly and perfectly like we would like to.
Praise the Lord.
But this should be a fairly easy putt.
Put it in the oven. Sunny side up. A little right.
Did I play the break enough, though?
So you're gonna slam it in.
Well, it's a relatively straight putt, right?
You heard me?
As you can see, this is a much more technical course than the courses that have come before it. This is a course which is why you play a power hitter character, or this particular hole is why you play a power hitter character, because If you wanted to hit a driver on this hole with a character who only hits the ball like 230 to 250, look at what you're aiming at. It's a nightmare. But if you have a character who can just pound it out there, just aim is in the middle of the fairway and try to hit it as far as you can. Off this downhill slope, you should be able to carry it over everything nasty.
I'll cook you sausages.
70, 80, 90, 300. And just like that, we're so far past that water was never in play. The bunkers were never in play. Right? Now this is a hard shot. Because we need to hit it with enough backspin that it will be high enough to kind of drop in between those two bunkers. But we need to not get so much backspin that we carry off the back into the fringe or into the bunker. So I'm going to try to hit a normal backspin shot here.
Nice shot. Keep rolling, baby. Unstoppable.
And just kind of drop it in there. Sometimes you don't want backspin, right? Sometimes you just want to get a high shot and just kind of drop it in there. I feel like this is going to be a much more verbose episode.
Yep, you're spending an awful lot of time talking and explaining.
Well, we do have a new course, though, too, right? I tend to talk a lot more when we have a new course.
Yeah.
This is very downhill, lots of wind. Obviously, hitting the ball off the back is bad. If we can hit a high draw, we can kind of carry the front of the green, which is kind of what we want to do. And the wind will do the rest of the work. Unfortunately, this green slopes left to right, which means we don't get as much out of our draw as we think. But still, though, it's probably better than nothing.
Can you imagine if they placed the pin on that patch of green in the middle of that bunker?
Oh, God. I think that's rough. Oh, God. Well, that will be towards the big side of the green, which is good. We should be okay.
Yep, you just have a really long putt.
Nice and soft, baby.
And very downhill putt. So with the 70-foot meter, a good rule of thumb, even though it's not an 80-foot meter, a good rule of thumb for the 70-foot meter is to take the distances you would normally hit and halve them. When making your shot decisions. So I'm thinking I'm going to hit this below 35 feet hard. You got to be careful too, because this is a very gradual slope, which makes it harder to read how hard you have to hit it. But it's still almost 2.2 feet downhill, right? So I'll try that. That might be a little bit light. Well, we're closer anyways.
It's not the steak, it's the grizzle. Nice and soft, baby. Right on target.
Yeah, give me a little skin.
On some of these putts, like the ones where you have like a very steep drop, it's very easy to see where you should hit it because you just need to roll the ball up to the drop. And then the green will do the work for you. That was not one of those types of putts. So this is an interesting hole because you end up kind of with this double thing here, right? So you can play it over here, which is the easier fairway to hit, the safer fairway to hit, right? Even though it's got some obstacles on it, like a tree on the left there and some bunkers. But if you play a 3-wood, you're probably fine, right? But then, if you look at what you have to hit it over, you're hitting it blind over the green. And if you take a look here, you're also hitting it over that pond that's up there. That pond comes into play. So, if you want to get a better shot at the green, it's actually better to play the right-hand side of the fairway, but it's also more dangerous too, because it's a lot more narrow. But you can try to use your power to your advantage and try to make it a little easier on yourself. That's what I'm going to try to do here. Well, we pulled it, but we've got a super strong wind blowing us back in. We carried that bunker and we're good. This isn't the nicest shot in the world, though. With how strong that wind is. So we're 10 yards downhill, but we have an 8 meter per second wind blowing in our face. That's almost kind of like taking an extra club. But we're also on this 6-degree slope. Well, we could take a 4-iron and we could try to hit super backspin into it, or we could take a 5-iron and maybe not hit backspin at all. Maybe we'll try that. And we'll try to hit a draw, super side spin draw.
It's going to hit that pin.
There we go.
That's one hot skillet. Put it in the oven. Nice and soft, baby.
And the reason we hit that draw was just to get around that mound in front of the green. You just gotta focus on that kind of thing. This hole isn't too complicated, you just kind of want to cut this tree branch. Although, because we have a fade shot shape, we actually have to be a little more cautious here. It'd be better if we can hit it further, because then maybe we can hit it a little past that obstacle. Even though the fairway gets narrower the further up you go. And you can also see too, there's a couple of mounds in the fairway trying to direct you towards the rough. Of course, if we play it too far to the left, with this power shot, what will end up happening is we will end up rolling like way too close to that big giant tower there. And there's no way for us to get around it. It would be nice to catch that hill though and go and roll for a while. If we could hit a monster drive here, we could get a lot closer. Or we could try to hit a short iron, but the thing about it is trying to hit this green with a longer iron is not very workable because of the trees on the left, right? So I'll try this. I'll try to hit this with just normal without topspin or backspin because I want the ball to roll, but I don't think I can get over this tree branch if I put topspin on it. And we'll try to get that wind to push us to the right a little, hopefully. But it's not very strong wind. And we want to draw.
Well, that's a long drive.
You a special child.
That gives us a clear look at the green. So here, what I'm doing is I'm playing over here, and I think I'm just going to use our natural shot shape, which is a natural fade, just kind of like a little small fade. And what I want to kind of do is make use of the green here because it's wider here than it is on the right there, which is why I want that fade shape, but I can't take advantage of it fully because if I play like a super side spin fade or even a regular fade, I might hit that stupid obstacle. Our ball is kind of sharply curving that way, and we've got the wind going that way too, but our ball is also downhill. So the wind isn't going to affect us as much as we think. It's just a matter of getting the power right. Do we want to hit a sand wedge or do we want to hit a pitching wedge and take a little bit off of it? I'll try the pitching wedge and take a little bit off of it maybe.
Unstoppable! Whoa, really? That's one hot skillet.
Well, that was as close to getting it in as you could get without actually getting it in.
Yep.
Just love burgers. Woo! You heard me?
Well, I don't know. Maybe people will find this a little bit more interesting. These harder courses kind of force you to think. That's what I like about them. This hole is also another interesting one. So if you play it to the safe side, you're basically never going to make it in two. Alright. But, with high winds and a high shot trajectory, it is extremely dangerous. Try to hit that little patch of fairway there. Right? That little tiny patch. I'd actually feel more confident hitting this little patch of fairway with a low shot trajectory in a high crosswind like this. Now that might be the part of the advantage of a low shot trajectory character. And then you're hitting it uphill to that green, which isn't great, but you're hitting that uphill to that green from about 220 yards away. So, you know, take a 3-wood, take a driver. Well, probably a 3-wood, 240. And you just hit that, right? And be okay with the fact that you might go off the back of the green. But here, I think it's better if we play this as a 3-shot, par 5. Right? Maybe I could try cutting the corner, but I think that wind is going to shave off my drive distance here. And also there's some nasty trees and other things out here in the way. I don't know how that'll work out. I could try a super... No, I can't hit a super side spin fade because you see the little far tree on the left there? I'll hit that. Could try aiming for this bunker with super backspin. Try that. Maybe we'll carry. Yeah, I didn't get the super backspin. We're gonna hit that bunker now, probably. Because the wind won't affect us enough. We won't blow off target. Well, I guess we did anyways. Don't want to use a power shot there either, or you overrun the fairway. So if we wanted to go for this green, this wind is kind of a good wind to have. And we'd kind of want to have, like, hit a super backspin, super side spin fade. But if we shank it to the right, we're dead. If we shank it to the left, well, there's out of bounds and stuff on that area, but we'll lose power. So shanking it to the left is actually fairly safe. At worst, we'll hit that bunker, which isn't that bad. But you can't hit a super side spin fade here because of that tree on the left. The most you can do is maybe a little baby fade. That makes it a lot narrower than you think it is, right? Alternatively, you could try to aim for the pin, right? Aim at the pin kind of thing, and maybe hit a high draw, but good luck hitting a high draw with a driver. That's not really workable. Or you could play up here and, you know...
I think if you manage to get that anywhere on the green, you'll be doing well.
Yeah. Well, or we could play for 3, right? And I mean, considering this round is going well, and considering how high risk hitting it between those two trees is, with that hazard on the right, I'm actually considering just playing it up. People might boo me, but that's okay. Actually, you know what? If we hit that hazard, we'll only be down a shot, and then we can chip it over that hazard, because it is just a water hazard. We'll try this. We'll try it. We got it.
Cook your sausages.
We overhit it off the back of the green, though. Probably.
Nope. You managed to get it. Okay, well, just on the fringe. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we can putt from here. Ah, there we go.
You know you in trouble now.
I'll take it.
It is windy, child.
Okay, this hole, I absolutely hate this hole. Because this Buddha, I have hit this Buddha more times than I can count. Now you'd think, well, what's the problem with the Buddha? Well, if you hit it here, you're not hitting a sand wedge over that Buddha. You're not getting over that Buddha. Right? You need to make a trick shot to get over the Buddha from this side. Now there's a bit of a trick. If you can cut this corner, you'll be near the legs of the Buddha. And then if you can hit a super backspin shot, you can kind of get over the Buddha. Or if you can hit the ball a mile long with a good wind, you can get to the left of the Buddha. But we can't do those things because of the way the wind is blowing right now. We can't cut this corner because of that headwind. So, I'm going to try to take a couple clubs shorter and stay high on this plateau here. Because this is not a very long hole anyways. So the higher up the plateau we can be, the more room we'll have to hit over the Buddha. Normally I'd even take a 3-iron here and just kind of aim out here. But we have this headwind, so I'm going to hit a 5-wood. And I'm going to try to hit a super backspin shot into the 5-wood to try to get the 5-wood to carry and drop. That's kind of the idea. I want to aim over here because, well, it's risky to aim over here because you can get near those bushes. But I'm hoping that the wind will blow me over a little bit. Let's lose some distance. Come on, wind. Kill my distance. There. Okay, now we're 6 degrees downhill, which isn't great. But I think if I hit a super fade here, even though it's narrow on that side, you see there's a little patch of that green right there you could benefit from hitting a fade from. I'm going to try to hit a super backspin super fade to try to get over the Buddha. And I'm going to hit this as hard as I can too, because obviously we have that crazy headwind. And hopefully that'll be enough, considering we have the 6-degree slope on our ball. So we didn't get our super backspin, but I think we still made it over the Buddha easily from this distance.
Praise the Lord. Who the man?
Well, you ended up with a pretty good shot.
Your putting makes me hungry. A little right, sugar.
I think I just missed this putt to the left. Nope, not quite.
Just love birdies.
You heard me?
Well, so far, this round is going very well.
This hole is absolutely brutal if you have a crosswind. Well, we don't have a crosswind today. So it's mostly just about getting the correct power setting and hitting this green. The back pin position's a little bit more complicated, but we don't have to worry about carrying past it because we're hitting a 4-iron. So we just need to hit the ball hard enough to get there.
Cut your sausages. Lordy. Will you buy me a big car? Put it in the oven. Nice and soft, baby. I just love burgers. Woo!
You heard me?
I'm gonna miss you, honey.
Where is that pin position? That pin position is on the far left side of the green. Yeah, it is. I don't think we can hit this green in two, or at least I don't think we can attack the green with our second shot. Or attack the pin with our second shot. Because of that. That wind is not very strong. There's not much of a slope there either. Cutting the corner here is risky, and then targeting the green after is hard. It would be hard normally anyways, although if we hit the ball straight, we could play a fade on this first shot and a draw on the second shot. We don't hit the ball straight, so we're kind of screwed here. This will probably be a 3-shot par 5. Still though, I'm going to try to hit a full power shot here anyways, just because I want to carry past all the hazards.
You're too cute.
Oh, we put it out of bounds, maybe. No, not quite.
Ooh, that was close, though.
It was, yeah. I was hoping to get more distance from that, but we didn't. Ooh, that's gonna be in the rough. That is not where we want to be. I'm not sure if we can make it over that. We are not in a good spot right now. I think the best bet is to play over here. Yeah, we'll play a pitching wedge over here. Except we're gonna hit that tree anyways. I was trying so hard to avoid that tree. No, we didn't hit the tree. We're good. Okay, so we've got whatever the fuck this lie is. I think I'm just gonna aim straight at the pin. Maybe try a super backspin shot with a super side spin draw. Hopefully the wind and my spin on my ball will even out.
Served.
That's one hot skillet.
We had to play defense there because of my bad shot. My bad tee shot.
Oh well, you know what? If this is the worst hole in this round, you did well anyway.
Give me a little skin.
It's a tough course. It's a very tough course. But if you think about it, and you don't rush yourself through your shots, then you can make it through this course somewhat easily as long as you've got good consistency. And I think I had pretty good consistency today.
Yeah, say the word.
Yeah, it seemed to me like you managed to hit a lot of your trick shots and get that perfect impact quite often.
If you're not consistent though, this course can be a nightmare. Especially if you've got a character with a small impact zone like T-Bone.
Well, you spent a little extra time warming up today, so maybe it paid off.
Just make it an egg.
I did, and actually I was lower than average on my perfect impact.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
man.
you were pretty good on your fairway, though.
shot planning.
Yeah.
Shot planning is a big part of this one, right? So I'm lower than average on hitting greens too, but I'm higher than average on hitting fairways. About the same on near pin. And I didn't get a very long putt this round too, eh? But shot planning, there's a lot of shot planning that goes into a course like this. So it becomes more of a thinking game and less of an executing game. Or I guess executing is still important, but, you know. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna pick this one. Oh, we'll never use that. Oh, but we got a special item for reward. We didn't even get the back tee from that. I played in Hot Shots Golf Almighty round and we didn't unlock the back tee, so I actually have to play another tournament there too.
Yep. Well, but you can play the mirrored course now.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh well. So you got more requests lined up for next time?
I don't think so. Not yet. So we'll have to check the comments throughout the week and see what people say.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess until next time.
I'm RecB5.
And I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.